Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and I'm here with Rob today, and this is the very first episode of Model Aircraft Builders. To think about it then.
Oh, you told me it was Love Island.
So as you can see, Rob's as big a joker as me, but we're going to have a look around at what he's building this year in fact, and ask him some questions. So I hope you find it interesting, and put any comments down below, and I can always ask Rob anyway. So yeah, let's have a look, see what you're doing, Rob.
Well, I'm currently building a Beechcraft 11, and it's modified from a plan from Ivan Pettigrew's plans, who's a Canadian designer, and it's got quite a following in the UK. There's a RC Groups channel, which is particularly for Ivan's plane. This is a sort of extract of the Dutch Air ambulance. You can see the square windows where it has the original one.
Oh, right.
And what I've done is actually change the wing profile, because the beach is a lot deeper, so that's a difference. And the nose is a bit different, so I've redrawn that.
Oh, right,
and similar with the cockpit area. The original cockpit was there, and the beach goes out a little bit further, and the roof profile is a little bit different on there.
This is electric, isn't it?
It's electric.
What's the wingspan?
It's 80 inches,
Good size.
and it's a 1/8 scale. And the Beech and the Dutch Air is roughly very similar proportions on a 1/8 scale.
Right.
One of the big large differences is the motor. You see on here, they're quite chunky.
Oh yeah.
That's from the Bonneville.
Which one?
That's it. Oh, this is one of the Roger Moore ones.
Oh, what's going back?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
With
jaws.
No, it's not. It's got Khan in there. I think it's Octopussy.
Oh, okay.
I think it is Octopussy. And that's actually live. There's a video. There's a YouTube with these guys, skydivers, that enjoy getting out on the plane in mid-flight and falling off. Yes. Everybody to their own. I think I'll stick to the models. But anyway, you see on here the outline of the original engine, and potentially what this one's like. And I just feel as that's probably a little bit fat in scale. It's about 6-inch diameter. I'm just thinking, I don't know.
What size prop would that have on it then? Do you think?
I'm not sure. I've gone at one size of, this is only temporary, but I've gone at one size of motor from the Twin Otter you saw, so it's a similar size. The all-up weight from the plan is 4¼ pounds, which is pretty light. It does build very light, and I think with some extra panelling and extras, it's probably going to be about 5.5.
So, were you thinking of scaling that down slightly then?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got to think about, well, how do we actually construct it? I was wondering whether we could.
You haven't got a 3D printer then?
No.
Be nice to have one. If any manufacturers are listening.
I was wondering whether to sort of use that as a bit of a gauge, work around that, but we'll see about that. So, and one of the other main differences is it's a Lancaster style twin tail. This came with a dihedral on it, and the Beech is flat, so I've redrawn that and then just altered the profiles for that. And the other difference is on this one, the hinge point for the rudders are right up there, whereas the Beech is back here, so it's a little bit more thinking. But we've got that sorted out now.
Oh look, this is nice. Let's get my glasses on for this.
Okay, right like that. In the original plan, this was all fixed and glued, and I thought, if I can make it detachable, there may be a required maintenance from time to time.
Yeah, good idea.
So, and the plan is of an age where it's got bell cranks everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that. So
No.
It took me a lot of thinking about trying to get how this would work. So I've got a fulcrum about there. And then I realised these were chamfered off because and this is actually pretty well what the full size does. And then I saw on the full size, actually, they've got like a blanking sheet just to cover up the hinge point. So,
right.
so we've added that in.
You didn't consider twin servos then?
No, I did think about
One
it.
servo?
I was going to put a servo there.
Yeah, with a linkage up. Oh, there isn't a fin. No, of course not.
Yeah, so, and it got a little bit much, so I've got it in the traditional place with a cable coming down.
Yeah.
And there, which we can have a look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I see on the original then, yeah.
Exhibit B on it. That's where we are on that.
Yeah.
And here the wing profile, I don't know, it's not the chord's that, isn't it? So that the depth of the wing is deeper. I don't know my left from my right when I'm upside, when the plane's upside down, so I usually put the door in on the right hand side.
You've got L and R, so there we are.
Yep, there they are, you see. So anyway, that's the...
So the door's on, there's 2 doors?
No, it's one door.
Oh, I see, so you...
So it'd be on the left-hand side, which I think pretty well all aircraft are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Interested in the film, he actually kicks the door clean off.
All right.
And
are you going to have that as a sort of a servo-actuated door flicking out?
I'm thinking
with a little man
it
pops out like a cuckoo clock.
Well, what I was wondering is, hence that.
Yeah.
Don't show that to Martin, otherwise he'll be thinking, we got another tower.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking of doing is actually making a little release on that. And if I can get an action man that looks like Bond, actually stuck on there, which I can actually release him in flight. But see it
with a parachute. No, he skydived, didn't he?
Well, I think there was a parachute came out before it landed.
Yeah.
We'll see it. We'll see how we
What's
go.
this mechanism then? Yeah.
So we got the tail wheel.
Is this of your own design, or was it based on what was on the plan?
Similar. I thought about all things, and I went back to the plan really. But this is proprietary. Get up through there, and the plan says solder a brass. Yeah. Whatever you call it, horn on there, which I've done, and then another one up here. This piece of brass here, or coated brass, is courtesy of our John. We found something lying around.
Where's the tail thing then? Because that goes in between the. Yeah, that will go in between. So that is where you're saying. Can I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
You might want to use a nylon bolt.
Yes. This is temporary. Yeah. I got a nylon bolt, and it's a bit tight in there. It snapped off, and I found the bolt's hollow. Oh. I don't know if they're normally hollow, so I thought I'm not going to waste another one.
No, I haven't. I've never come across a hollow one. No. On my big Mercury, I've got 2 nylon bolts going into captive nuts. If you knock it, a bolt might break instead of the bolt, so you know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's going to go in roughly like that.
That's nice, isn't it? Look at that.
It's made in the right box, isn't it?
Is that stiff, or is it?
That's connected.
Oh, it's connected to the servo. Of course
yeah.
It
So
is.
if you move the servo arm should move.
Okay. I'll move it one way. I can't get my finger into the other. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, you've got steering tail wheel as well.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And they'll sit on there like that. I won't fix. I think I'll cover them before I.
Very wise. Yeah.
And then just leave a sort of a clear bit.
That's fine. You can touch it in.
Yeah, and then that over.
Yeah.
That should get it.
That is nice.
And that's a different profile to that is the Beech.
Yeah, like on my vintage model and the one Mark Crouch is building at the moment, it's a big ply tongue.
And then that will sit.
Oh, right, that's just for the hatch.
That's the hatch.
The peg for is for the hatch.
That's the peg for the hatch. That goes through there, and then the whole thing's bolted in.
Yeah. So it's just one bolt.
Yeah.
What stops it from swinging?
Tighten the bolt up. That's the plan.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
And there's the peg. The peg's in there.
Oh, there is a peg.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, yes, I see. Yeah. I thought it was just going to pivot on that. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Covers it all up and gives you access.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But then another challenge really was the nose. It's one of those things, it just wasn't going right because the profile is different to the original plan, and I just didn't get it right, so I left it for several weeks and then come back and used a famous, well, Chris Williams does glider designs. He tends to use quite a bit of carbon body filler on the nose.
It's a means to an end, isn't it?
Yeah, so
and it's at the right end of the CG, so why not?
Yeah, so
and it's very strong
there,
stuff.
and I'm just finishing off the nose
Yeah.
on there, which is hollowed out as well.
Oh, is it? Any reason for that?
Well, I thought it might make it lighter, really, but that's it. It's got
But
a few chips,
Yeah,
really.
but if you find it's tail heavy, at least you'll have a hollow you can fill with lead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very nice.
The CG should be round about there, really, because it's got two motors.
I was going to say about the size of the cowl. I was reading online back along, like on my triplane, it's a big cowl, and the blades only go out another couple of inches. But apparently, it's the tips that do all the work.
Ah.
It's so when you look at the picture, okay, though on full size, there is a lot of prop outside, but you can get away with just quite a small amount outside the thing, which, don't hold me to it, but you could research that if you wanted to make.
Well, I'm sure it won't be on record, will it, Chris?
Well,
don't hold me to it.
Oh, it's my cop out, because somebody's going to comment, actually, Cliff, you're completely wrong there. So, I'm sure I read something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the doors.
That's the door.
So they're going to be hinged.
Yes, that's what I want to do. That's the window to go in there. That's on the left. Oh, that's alpha left.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
A bit like that. Have a look at the real one. It's nothing like the modern jet. It's almost like a lounge door. It's basic hinges and
Get on, just a latch.
a latch on it.
Yeah. So these aircraft were used for general passenger carrying.
Yeah, I think I've got a feeling they first started coming out in about the 40s, but I'm sure we'll get corrected on that. I've left putting the cockpit roof on until we got the rest of it, but that will go on there.
Yeah, of course.
With would you call it a spar or something coming down through
windscreen strut support.
Windscreen strut support will come down there.
Yeah.
They're interested. This particular variant only has one. Quite a few of them have them on the corner as well.
I suppose.
So there was a military version. I got a feeling that might.
Would
be
it
the
depend
military.
on? Let me just have a quick look at that. Would it depend on? Would it depend on what the? Is it a one-piece screen?
Yeah.
If it was two-piece, then you could understand.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? It's all good strength, isn't it? Yeah, it's looking nice. Oh, goodness me.
What?
That's big. That is big, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the 80 inch.
Wow, that is one impressive bird.
And this is the
Small cow.
That's the small ones. This is potentially the large ones.
Yeah.
And the Beech also has this coming out.
All right.
And it does. And the ambulance actually goes straight from that point, and the dihedral starts there. But my dihedrals will start here. So I've redrawn. This is going to be the spar. And the first model, I thought, is that ever strong enough? There were now these glider builders, like almost concrete blocks in them, but it works.
Is it open structure or cap stripped or sheeted? It looks like I can't see cap strips, so presumably it's sheeted.
It won't be any cap strips. And what they do, it does is actually this is balsa. And that's, I think it's used pass on these, with a bit of splicing going on. And then the ribs, it cuts at that point, so it's like the front and the back rib, rather than sort of slotting it in top and bottom. The original plan doesn't have aileron, it does have ailerons, but not flaps. whereas the beach definitely has
Right,
flaps.
and you're going to,
I put some flaps,
Yeah.
flaps in as
yeah.
well.
And is it going to be a 3-part wing, centre section with 2 tips or something? Or?
Depends if I check it out or not, but that was going to be my intention, is to take it out to obviously past here. Oh, probably out to there,
Yeah.
and then that might be separate. But we'll see how we go. We're interested with.
Would you use bill clamps? Sorry to interrupt. Would you use bill clamps?
No, I'll stick to
Servo and then just a plug.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
as you can see, it's hand drawn, so it's of that era.
You have to be enthusiastic about an aeroplane, don't you? To
Yes.
actually to see it through, because it's a big. Any airplane's a big project, isn't it? So you've got to want to build it. Tell me about this laser you've got and what you use it for.
Well, I picked it up in Trago. They had one of their sales on. It's a Bosch cross-haired laser. Don't look into the lens, but you can basically see it.
Yeah. All right.
So it's very good initially to make sure your fuselage is straight, and then it's really, really good for getting your tailplane and the fin.
Oh, it's got a cross, has it?
Yeah, it's a cross.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
On there.
Oh, that is good.
It's moving around a bit now.
Right.
And even if this isn't,
I see. Yeah.
it will, up to a certain point, it will stay level. So
Oh,
as
that
long
is
as
nice.
the bench is level, that's level, then things work out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Because you used it on John's big glider fitting up the tailplane.
Yeah, getting his dihedral right.
How did you do that?
Well, basically,
Because you went down to the meeting room, didn't you? Because of this wingspan. Yeah.
prior to that, I went across to John's workshop and we did a little bit of trigonometry and got the dihedral right on one wing, and he's got his.
It's a Slingsby, is it?
Slingsby, I think it's
11. I think it's in 11. Yeah.
It's quite a shallow dihedral on it, and then he needed a little bit of space because it's 4 metre plus wingspan. So we went over to the meeting room and set it up, and basically get it level and just brought both sides in to the same. So this was quite good because this was sat back, and we could see at what point it was touching the wing.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
And then it was the case then, right, okay, get it.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the box, and then that's quite a nice little bit of kit. Oh, it comes with a tripod as well.
No, I forget. I picked that up somewhere.
Spider thing, don't it?
That was a gift from somebody.
Oh yeah. Okay. Trago Mills is a local outlet, guys, but I dare say anywhere that sells Bosch, probably get them on Amazon and stuff. Yeah, that is a nice bit of kit. I'll borrow that one.
You're welcome.
Does it do curves? Because I can then say I blame the laser for that bent fuselage. Was John happy with the result? Did it do the job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chuffed. He's chuffed
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be the next video in the series, going up to John's workshop to see a Slingsby. Yeah, that is.
It's like the banana version.
Yeah, nice little bit of kit. Because that
was from home base.
Oh right, yeah, I've got the I've got the same one. Yeah.
The interesting thing is that's been a very useful one. Little.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly similar to the Dremel itself, and that's Dremel.
Yeah, and it
the
fits
home base were good enough for me to let me to take that in and see that it would actually fit.
Oh right.
And the thread and everything actually identical to the.
Yeah.
This particular designer, he quite likes doing amphibian or water planes.
Oh, right.
Like the Catalana.
Catalana, yeah.
And a few others, like Beverly, is it? Is that one as well?
I haven't heard of that.
Beverly's just a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought, shall I go for that? But there again,
if
it lands on water, if it doesn't land well on water, you need a means to retrieve it.
Well, they have little boats now, don't they? Little electric boats with a prong on the front.
Obviously, we've got lots of water around here, but
Jeff in Lower Alabama, he's with his yacht, but he's got 2 prongs on his little, and he'll go out steering, sort of pull it in, you know. Well, thanks for showing us that, Rob. I think we found that very interesting. We found that very interesting, chaps, didn't we? Yes, we did. Any questions? Well, I don't know if anyone's ever built one of these before. I've never seen one built, but
if you go on to RC groups and you type in Ivan's models or even Bimbo, which is British Ivan's models, organisation.
All right.
Then there's quite a few threads
there?
on
Yeah.
various builds.
Including one of these?
Might be one.
That would be yours.
Yeah.
Have you,
Yeah, I did start a build thread.
did you? Yeah.
Because when I did the otter, I did a build thread, and I found them ever so helpful.
Yeah.
I get to points. It was my first scratch build.
Maybe we'll link to it. Have you put anything on it lately?
Yeah, there's a few things.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. We'll put that on the video.
But I found the members there. I say, I'm trying to work out is such and such, and I come back. Have you tried this? One guy in the States, he said, well, I got the formers for a cowl. If you're interested, I can post it. I'm not going to use it more. I'll post it over, but I've already got past that point. So.
Yeah.
But so there's always a thing you think, oh, should I do it this way or should I? What do people think? And they're great.
Okay. We'll wrap it up here, Rob.
Okay.
Just
You got the clapper board ready?
Yeah, I have got a clapper board actually. My daughter made me. I've got a different system now though. Yeah.
It goes a bit like this, does it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, it does. It snaps. Yeah, it's really good. Chalk on it. You can write the take and what it is. Yeah, it's good. So there we are, guys. There's Rob's workshop and project, and we'll see how it's getting on. I'll link to the build as it progresses, or when the maiden flight is, if I'm there, if I'm invited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we can finish it off. So thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next model aircraft builder episode. That's the word. Yeah. Thanks guys. Cheers.
Bye.